What's going on, guys? So Mighty back at it again with your weekly Rust skins video. So this week we have the farming update released on Rust, and now we have the farmers sets all released, which is not exciting in my opinion. I cannot get amongst the farming stuff, and overall I'm just going to straight up say it. I don't think that this week is going to be very good for investing. A lot of these skins are very, to put it politely, these skins are trash. So let's get started. Alright, let's start off with the farmer set. So we have the farmer overalls bottom, farmer overalls top, and the farmer overalls farmer straw hat, whatever. The burlap trousers. Burlaps are usually safe investment, but first I'm actually going to talk about the skins themselves. So just looking at it, I don't know, something about the texture of the burlap trousers skin, it just looks wrong. It kind of looks like the tarp skin, but at the same time is meant to obviously look like jeans. I don't know, something about it, it just looks bad. Also, the shovel or spade, whatever you want to call it, hanging from the top of the pants, it also looks bad. So I really don't know what was going through Helgspun when he accepted like all of these skins, but anyway. The farmer overalls top also looks the same, so it's got like all the gardening equipment hanging through the top. Apparently Helk doesn't like flat looking skins, and yet he adds this, so I really think that at the moment lately he's been contradicting all of his own rules, and I think for skin creators it's been quite unfair for people to get things in. Also, I hope this person that got these farmer overalls accepted was actually the person that made them first, because I saw in that German guy's video that there were actually like 3 burlap sets that all had the overall thing, so surely that was one person's idea and everyone else just stole that idea. So I do hope that this is actually the first person that made the set, because it just seems like a very strange coincidence that everyone actually did that at the same time. I don't know, it just seems a bit fishy to me. Right, my dog's barking in the background, I apologize for that. But anyway, moving back to talking about the actual overalls. The tools look bad. The logo on the back, the pumpkin, it looks bad because I mean it's literally just an it's the icon from Rust. The pumpkin icon from Rust just dragged and pasted onto a piece of texture. So I really don't think that there was much effort put into many of the skins this week. This one is actually higher up on the list when it comes to effort, because it would have obviously been harder to make. But overall, the burlap stuff should perform okay. I mean, I think it'll perform alright just because it's burlap, and everyone usually uses burlap early game. So I do think that that is definitely going to be a plus, although it is quite ugly, but it is good for role playing. So in saying that, it does have potential to go up in price as well. Only $1.70 for each of them as well. You got to look at it that way. So most of the time the burlap stuff does pretty well, especially if you hold on to it for long term. So I do think that this is, all of the burlap stuff's going to end up being pretty safe, but that doesn't mean I actually like what they look like. Moving over to the boonie hat, the farmer straw hat. I do actually like this one. I feel like it was probably quite easy to make. It looks like they've just slapped on one straw texture and then a black band around the side, but I mean overall the hat itself, it's simple, but I like it. I think it looks cool. $1.70. There is only one page of boonie caps, but the cheapest one is $2.45, and that was the cowboy one. That one, it looked like trash. I do think this will perform better, but I also do think that there's going to be a higher quantity, so in saying that it could perform around about the same. But either way, I do still think that the farmer straw hat will make you money, and I do also think that the farmer overalls, burlap top and bottom, will also make you money. I'd recommend going with the burlap pants over the burlap shirt, because I do think that they will perform better, especially as a long-term investment. Alright, moving over to the garden SAP. So it's got flowers on it, so yeah, why not accept it? I guess gardens all have flowers. This SAP is, in my opinion, ugly. I don't think that it's made poorly or anything like that. I think it's actually a well-made skin. I'm just personally not a fan of it, so whoever actually made this skin, props to them for not being lazy and not just slapping on one texture. But $3.45 for an SAP, I don't think it's worth it, and I don't think that there is a real reason for this SAP to go up in price. And so I'm not going to recommend investing in this one today, just because I don't think that it actually will make you any money. Although if it does stay at the bottom of the top sellers, so at the bottom I mean literally last of the top sellers all week, I would recommend getting it, just because obviously the quantity will be quite low, and it could give you some potential stonks. Alright, we're going fast through this video. We are now at the other section. So we've got the farming storage box. I think if the farming box actually had a hemp picture on it instead of the 3-leaf thing that it has on it now, I do think that it definitely would have made more money. And that's just because edgy kids would have bought it thinking that they were edgy because they had a picture of a hemp plant on the side of their box. But I mean, end of the day, now that the X-point sorting chests are in, I think this is actually a bad time for this storage box to come in because people aren't going to buy it so they can store their, seeds. $2.55 as well. I do personally think it's actually a well-made skin. I like the look of it, so I'm going to be definitely picking one up, but I don't think it's going to make you that much money. Overall, for the farming storage box, I don't think it has crazy high potential, although it is only $2.55. And there is a whole page of large wooden boxes on the community market that are actually below that $2.55, but the other 9 pages are above it. So there is a pretty high chance of this one actually going above that standard store price. But you do have to remember there is obviously that Steam tax. So you want to keep an eye out for that one as well. So you're going to have to be pretty cautious when you try and buy stuff like that. But I mean, $2.55, as I said, there's only 1 page of them that are actually below this price out of the 10 pages. So I do think that your odds are quite high for this one to go up in price. And it is also the second least bought item. So I really don't think that the demand is going to be there that much after this goes onto the community market. But I also think it's a nice looking box. End of the day, if the quantity stays low, then the demand will eventually outweigh the supply and this box will go up in price. I just think it's going to be a mid to long-term investment instead of a short-term investment when it comes to making money. Alright, we've got the fresh produce garage door, $2.55 standard store price, made by Stabby. I actually think that this is a really well-made skin. I personally am not a fan of it in general. I mean, I would never use this. I might buy it, but I would never use it. I do think it's well made. I think it looks pretty good. I like that it's like the back of a truck themed. It's like the sliding door on the back of a truck. I think that looks good. Although there is around about 1.5 pages of garage doors that are below this $2.55. So now that the price for it is a little bit higher for Australians, I do think that it's not going to be worth investing in because, I mean, end of the day, how many people in Rust after this week are going to want a garage door that just has a bunch of fruit and vegetables on it? Overall for this one, I will say it's going to be a little more risky. I think it's going to be in the either first or second page on the community market when it comes to cheapest to most expensive garage door skins. And I do not think that that is a good thing at all. So I think this one will be risky if you're going to try and invest in it, and I'm not going to recommend it for this week. $2.55. I think you'll be able to pick it up cheaper on the community market with a buy order when it first comes out, and then just place it back on there if you want to do that. But overall, I wouldn't recommend investing in this skin. Alright, moving over to the GMO-free seed box. Apparently it's not copy and paste free, so $2.55. It is a little wooden storage box skin, as you can see. It literally just has the icons of the Rust fruit and vegetables in the game pasted onto it. It has the new potatoes. I'm pretty sure they just released potatoes in the game. Potatoes, the corn, the pumpkin, and the pumpkin seeds. So it also has some radiation writing on it saying radiation free seeds, 99% eco, GMO free, which, I mean, that looks fine. It looks pretty cool. And then it also has on the other side this way up. So I am happy that they also skinned the side that most of us see, and I would actually like to see that recycling kind of thing themed on a large box. Just get rid of the radiation stuff and just get rid of the farming theme of it and keep that recycling theme just like the end of it. And I think that that would actually be a pretty cool set, so that then you could have a storage box for recyclables. Although end of the day, it is a small wooden box, and small wooden boxes do usually perform pretty good, and the cheapest one is $3.26. So I do think that you are probably going to make a decent amount of money if you buy these and hold on to them for a long period of time. And overall, I do think that even though the skin really isn't that fantastic, I do still think that it will make you money, especially if you hold on to it as a long-term investment. Alrighty, moving over to the Red Barn double door. So there was 2 double door skins in that German guy's video that looked exactly the same, basically. One was a wooden door, double door skin, and the other one is this one, which is the sheet metal double door. I mean, I don't know why Helk chose this one over the wooden one. I guess it's just because sheet metal double doors are going to get used more than wooden double doors. But he's also still contradicting the fact that he doesn't like things looking like a certain material when they're supposed to be another material. So this obviously is supposed to look like a wooden door, and it is a sheet metal door. So I do think that's kind of stupid that Helk's going to accept that when he literally could have just accepted the wooden double doors that looked exactly the same. But end of the day, it also could be taken as an advantage to investing, as new players might think that this sheet metal double door is actually a wooden double door, and because of that the prices could rise as it's a slightly exploitatious skin. I mean, end of the day, it's not really going to trick that many people, but there could be one or two people that can't figure out the fact that it's actually a metal double door. So for that reason, I do see this skin having potential. And the cheapest sheet metal double door on the community market is $2.62 Australian, and then that's followed by $3.35. So I still wouldn't recommend investing in it, just because I do think that there are better skins this week to be investing in, and I do think that that makes this one a little bit more risky. Although it is the third least bought item, so I also think that there is pretty much 0% chance that this is going to get oversaturated throughout the week. I don't think anyone's going to buy a billion of these and think it's a good investment. So if you are going to invest in these, I don't recommend investing in bulk, but I mean, you could pick up a couple and they should make you a little bit of money holding onto them as a long-term investment. But end of the day, even as a long-term investment, I still think that there's going to be better items that you could be spending your money on and making more potential profit from, compared to if you bought this red barn double door. So overall for this week, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. And that is the last item. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one. Alright guys, I got my homie Moise and Corsair sauce here. So this is what my cart's going to look like. I got one GMO free seed box. I got one fresh produce garage door, 2 of the overalls, top and pants. And bottoms, yeah. I got 2 of the farmer straw hats and 1 farming storage box. Didn't get the door, and I didn't get the other thing. Can't remember what it was now. That one's going to cost me $17.85. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember,
subscribe to Corsair sauce.
No, don't do that. That's dog. Alright guys, this is the results from last week's cart. So the Flare Ioka sold max for $4.79. X-Point Misk box, $3.18. Phantom hoodie, $7.35. Phantom pants, $8.50. I bought 2 rainbow crossies. They went for $6.67 max each. So that's $13.34. X-Point medical box, $5.51. One shot bow, $4.79. Greek furnace, $16.30. 2 sold for that price. So last week's cart cost me $31.85. The max total I would have got back if I sold them for all the prices in blue, which were the highest prices on the community market. Yeah, so as I was saying, the results are based off of the community market's highest prices as of the 3rd of the 1st.
So do you watch any sport?
Anyway, okay, the profit you would have made would have been $31.91 Australian or $19.13 USD. Moise keeps trying to talk to me, so hello Moise. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one, and do not subscribe to Corsair Sauce.
Why? 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 Why?